Hi, this is Dr. Kimberley Linert, author of Visualizing Happiness in Every Area of Your Life, and host of this podcast, Incredible Life Creator. And today I have with me Samuel Akwo Adelowo. I don't know, sure if I saying your name right. And this is his second time on the podcast, and he's here because we want to talk about something that's very important and timely and critical. And it's about program he's doing and some people he's helping. So thank you again, Samuel, for being on the podcast.
Thank you, Dr. Kimberley. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, and just so people get it, know you a little bit, I'm going to just read your bio, okay? So Samuel Akwo Adelowo is an inspirational leader, a marketing PR practitioner promoting the love for one another, a committed, spirited humanitarian. Although he holds a degree in management and a higher diploma in marketing and have lectured business in higher institution in Cameroon, his 30 years experience of marketing and serving humanity springs from what he calls the University of Life. Samuel has been a trainer for small business development projects with the Cameroon Peace Corps in his home country. Presently, as the executive director of People Concern International here in Dallas, Texas, he builds nonprofit strategies. He promotes the mission of training vulnerable young people, boys and girls, in various vocational trades and supporting community well-being here in DeSoto, Texas. He is a member of Renaissance Business Associates and has attended executive business seminars both here in the US, South Africa, and Canada, all geared in promoting leadership values and the spirit of integrity in the workplace. Samuel is a recipient of awards both here and in Cameroon for being a selfless leader. All right. So, Samuel, since we did have you on the podcast today, we're not going to go into your whole story, but just so people know a little bit about you, tell us a little bit about you and then about what you're doing.
Thank you, Dr. Kimberley. Just like you've read my biography, uh, uh, one of the things that motivates me is spiritual values and really being compassionate. So presently, uh, after serving the Peace Corps and being a member of the civil society in Cameroon, where we're doing a lot of work, because I've been very concerned with young people. I'm about 70, so I'm no more a child, and I know that the future of the young people must be honored because they are the leaders of tomorrow. So most people don't know this because it's not being taught in the mainstream media. Cameroon, presently, there are some crises going up in the northwest and the southwest region of Cameroon. And this has brought a lot of pains to young people. So these young people, what has People Concern International been doing? We too have been contributing in training them in skills that can afford them, things that they can do practically for themselves so that they can help their families. Because it's very common in Africa that we live like a family. So, and some of these young people, because of the crisis, are orphans. So, Douala, Cameroon, we have a representative there who we have been supporting schools, technical schools. If you see the way these schools are, they lack every basic needs that you can think of. It's very heartbreaking. They don't have basic things. So recently, the little funding we have, we supply things like those who are studying plumbing, those who are doing mechanics, those who are doing electric work, and so on. And also, we have been having people who contact us because of those crises. Many of the families and young people have left and they are now staying partly in Nigeria and in some towns that they want to be safe because it's not safe in those areas where the crises are happening. So one of the things we've been thinking is also to help because they find themselves in situations where they lack all the basic things like food, basic medical necessities, and even shelter. If you see where some are living, sleeping in places that lack things that when you can see, I wish people you can Google. And when you Google, you see what we say crisis, Anglophone crisis in Northwest and Southwest region. You will find refugees. You will find and see how these people are really in very hard conditions. So we are pleading to compassionate people, companies, that if they can help us so that we can help them, because that's what we can do. And then the most important thing too is that presently we find that most young people are trying to leave their countries illegally. So what people concern international thinks is that if these young people are taught these trades, they will practice in their countries. They will not take those risks like moving to other countries where some take boats to the high sea and some die in the high sea. Some are sold like the young girls for prostitution and things like that. So that's what people's concern is international is doing. And most people here in DeSoto that we've helped are the same people who have come here because of crisis. They contact us. So sometimes we supply them things like food items and so on because they don't have anything to start their life with. So that's what we are doing for now.
Beautiful. So, um, if people wanted to find out more about this, what is your website? How can they connect with you? I know in the show notes I'll definitely put all the information, but just so they can hear it on the audio.
Well, People's Concern International, our website is www.peoplesconcern.org. They can go there. And then our mailing address, if people want to donate, say they send checks or things that we can use to help, or some uh, tools, because we can also ship the tools to Africa. Even use tools, carpentry, uh, uh, welding, and things like that. They can contact us as 1012 Stone Ridge Lane, DeSoto, Texas, 75115. And they can also give us a call at 469 570 3139.
Yeah, and we'll put all this in the show notes. So if you didn't catch all that, you can look in the show notes. And but so what you're saying is, if people can donate some money, that would be wonderful because you can purchase things. But even if they have tools or things that the young boys and girls who are learning the trades, they could use those tools, then you could actually ship those to Africa.
Yes, we have what I've done in the past that I've shifted something. We have people who are doing shipping here in Dallas, Texas. So if you have items, they can ship. But sometimes too is advised if it's funding, our representative will buy things locally in the schools where we support them, and they will always send us receipts, and we'll always um, uh, uh, give thanks, extend our gratitude to those who donate to our organization. Because one of the things we have been promoting, we are not just only an organization in the sense of helping people, but we are also trying to bring young people to contribute. You can see all that is happening in the world, to contribute in creative leadership, to be people who have values which are not bringing a lot of havoc in society, but who can also be counted because they express love, they express character that can be trusted for. That is what I promote most. So that will be highly appreciated. And we know most people will do that. When you do something right, you always get back what you did.
That's right. Sowing the seed. Sowing the seeds.
Exactly, my sister. Mhm.
So that is so beautiful. And so yeah, so if people want to connect with you, can they also connect with you on social media, like on LinkedIn or
Yes, if you go to LinkedIn, I'm there as Samuel Akwo. You can connect me on LinkedIn. You will see things. You will even read my biography there more detailing what I've done, especially when I served the Peace Corps and other uh, uh, things I've practiced in the marketing domain. So at the age I am now, I feel that I should market compassion to the world. I should market love to the world because there's nothing I need now at 70 than to create a legacy of making sure that we bring kindness. We can see what is happening in the world, the fighting, the crisis. But if we can also bring joy and happiness to the life of people, that will make a difference because one person can make a difference. And you can accept that responsibility. I've accepted that responsibility.
exactly, exactly. And so, you know, this uh, interview is a little bit different than usual, but usually at the end of my podcast, I ask people what gives them the most happiness in their life, and what gives you the most happiness at this point.
Yeah, I think happiness is that when you do things that make other people happy, you'll be happy. Sometimes people deceive you, Dr. Kimberly, that they are happy. But when you do destructive things, sometimes when you go to your bed, you may pretend that you're happy. You'll be sleeping and you'll find that there's no true fulfillment. The greatest people who have left legacy in their life is those who brought blessings, kindness, compassion to other people's life. So me, I'm always happy when I help. Like the children, when they write back to me that just little things I've done to them, but they write back to me expressing their emotions and happiness that they thank me. If you can see some videos I have, which I've even sent some to you, that gives me pleasure than even owning the whole world. Because you can own the whole world, but if you are not compassionate, you may find that you may not be happy. So I find happy in helping others.
Yes, that is such great
Mhm.
advice, and it's so so true. And I thank you for coming on and for reaching out. And I was so happy to have you on again today. And everyone, I just encourage you to please help in some way, whether it be money, if you have tools, or in any way that you can. Just have a talk with Samuel and see how you can help. There's the Cameroon project with those kids, but there's also kids right here in Texas that they're working with. And maybe you have a skill you can help, or maybe there's some way that you can help also with the program here in the United States.
Exactly. Yes, right here we are even in association with Flip These Bricks Academy, which they are training some young people in building, because the president of this organization owns uh, Flip This Brick Academy. And what we have been thinking is to also, we'll be having an exchange where some of those students can come to have more training here, but making sure that they go back home to help their people. And Doctor, I will end up by saying that uh, what we are doing, we feel there are a lot of opportunities back in Africa. But I want to build a new image for America that Americans should be people who help those who help themselves. America should not be where other countries will bypass America, because America is one of the countries we admire. I admire because I've served America in the level I told you, the Peace Corps, that America is a great nation. which has brought in people from all over the world into this country. And most of the people have been happy because the opportunities they have had, they can never have them in other countries. Let's be honest. So Americans, join us so that we build a new image for America and Africa.
That's awesome. We'll end with that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Samuel.
Thank you
Everybody
so
connect
much.
with Samuel, please.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Kimberley.